Welcome back to Two Local Radio. I am your host, Ray Ray.
And I'm Chrissy D.
And what I want to speak about is, you ever have that moment where you just want to fucking scream?
Oh, yeah. I think we've all had those moments.
You just think that everything's right. You spend all this fucking money and you do everything right, and then shit fucks up anyway.
Of course. It always happens. Just as your moment's going just the way you want it, something's got to fuck up and mess up on you, and it just pisses you off. And you can't figure out what the hell it is.
Yeah, there's fucking nothing I can do at all. I'm talking about real life right now. I'm talking about these last two interviews. These are not on the record company. These are not on the artist. These are totally our fault. We're at the point where we just might, I don't know, we might not even do tomorrow's.
We have to see how we deal with this equipment problem. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's our equipment, our wires, Spreaker, or, combination, or the weather. We got to try to figure this out and try to get this fixed.
Well, I mean, we had a shitload of snow and everything, but, I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, why am I fucking spending all this money? Why are these people promising, oh, yeah, it's going to work? And then it turns around, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't work. The shit is still fucking low. I left fucking... I would have fucking stayed on Skype if I knew that. Because, at least fucking when it got loud, there was fucking static. This... It's even fucking worse.
You can't even hear... When we do the interviews, it sounds like we're talking to ourselves. That you can't even hear the artist that we're interviewing, and that's just terrible.
I spent a shitload of money on this, and I'm pissed right now. I am fucking fuming. The reason I'm fuming is because I feel like I let everyone down, but I didn't let shit down because I was told that shit was going to work. I was told that, everything would be fine. I was told that fucking no problem. And then you sign a deal on the dotted line, and all of a sudden, nothing fucking works.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that? I mean, come on, If you promise a service, you need to keep up with it. So they need to fix this problem, whatever it is. And when I say them, I don't mean the artists. I don't mean the record companies. I mean the people that we're using. They need to figure out what's going on.
I mean, this isn't fucking Skype. This is a fucking, high-end fucking tech agency. What the fuck? I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, high-end. Come on. If you're high-end, then you need to really figure out what the hell your problems are and fix them, because our artists should not have to suffer, because of your mistakes or whatever the case might be, whatever it is.
I'm not trying to place blame anywhere. I'm just pissed right now because this is fucking, you know how good we're doing. We're doing phenomenal. If somebody actually could hear what the fucking artist was saying in fucking our side, we're doing phenomenal. We're doing an excellent job. The problem is they can't. The problem is I have to amplify it, and then when I fucking amplify it, it sounds like shit. It pisses me off. It really grinds my gears that I have to go through this shit. It's bullshit.
Well, I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm saying if that's where it lies, if it's in the high-tech company, they need to fix it. But if it's in our equipment, then we need to figure it out.
Yeah, but you can't take back the fucking, interviews. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I mean... So this is really fucking hurting our business, what we do, and it's fucking hurting our fans because they're like, well, you normally provide high quality shit. Before I could hear static, now I'm hearing a fucking mouse. This is bullshit.
Or it sounds like we're talking to Casper the Friendly Ghost, and not only that, but our artists are suffering because, these are up and coming artists, and how are they going to get signed or heard or whatever? Their music.
They're already signed.
Oh, sorry. Well, but those who aren't, I'm saying. Not just the ones that are signed, but the ones who aren't signed. And those who are signed, they want their music to be heard so that people will want to, buy their albums or whatever.
I don't get this. I just don't. How the fuck do you have a leveling problem when you've got a fucking mixer that works perfectly fine? When you've got a new system that doesn't show any fucking problems? How the fuck do you have a leveling problem? It doesn't make any fucking sense We've rewired the fucking wires every fucking which way. We've switched cables out with every which way. We've tried fucking everything. Next thing you know, we're going to be doing our show on the fucking roof.
Exactly. I mean, we actually pulled every wire out today, and we actually untangled every wire and, just put everything in here neatly, but I don't know.
Yeah, after dealing with a fucking 3-hour fucking snowstorm.
A 20-minute ride to go get our son from school took 3 hours. Well, we sat in the school for 3 hours. Then it probably took us another hour, 2 hours to get home.
Yeah, when we were going around fucking windy curves and shit, I went in a little ditch, well, kind of a ditch, whatever. But the thing that made that hard was, you're in this friggin', little, patch or, ditch or what. It's still a ditch. When it drops, it's a fucking ditch.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't matter. We were lucky enough that we were only in a small little ditch. But there were other people that were on the side of the road that had, gotten into accidents. And there was, people that just slid in ditches. Matter of fact, on the news today, I heard of a bus that slammed into the side of a minivan. Or minivan side, I don't know which one it was. But yeah, I mean, can you believe it? A bus slammed right into the side of a minivan.
You know what? I'm not even fucking holding this stand. This stand's fucking falling apart. Brand new stand fucking falling apart. I mean, it's just like everything is fucking just going nuts and ape shit. And it's like, it's not our fucking fault. What the fuck? I mean, excuse me if anyone feels that I'm bitching or whatever, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of fucking being lied to. I'm tired of these fucking companies saying, it's like they try to keep the little one down so the fucking mainstream fucking people do well. They hire these fucking people that fucking don't know what the fuck they're doing, so you spend this outrageous amount of money to get shit.
Exactly. Well, I think that at least one thing I believe that the record companies and the people we have on for our interviews, I think they all understand because they've all been where we are, and I think so they can understand from that point of view. Hey, we've been there, we know what the problems are, and we've had many artists, come on and say, hey, I know what how you feel. We've been there, so that's a good thing. We have, very understanding, good people.
But we originally left Blog Talk because they were full of shit. They were charging too much fucking money, and the quality was garbage.
Oh, I know.
So I spent the fucking $30-something to fucking have like the fucking what do you call that? Skype. And then Skype was garbage. And then I spent on top of that this outrageous amount of money to have this fucking voice over IP, intelligent phone, and it's too fucking low. It's like there's no way to fucking amplify the sound. I've tried to go through the fucking mixer over into this fucking audio fucking enhancer, not working. Tried to fucking go to the fucking computer, not working. Tried to set every fucking setting up. I mean, it's like something.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, it's like this is just the week from hell.
Well, on a better note than that, I think we should try to make our show a little more happy than this.
Hey, people are probably fucking enjoying this because they're probably pissed off at work and their boss probably pissed them off, and those down here out south are fucking pissed off because of the snow, and they had to deal with everything. And I want to say something about that little fucking ditch. That little ditch, believe it or not, is harder to get out than something big. And it's not because I was in it. It was because
it was ice. It was pure ice. Our tires.
You're going down a hill. Okay, you're going down a hill that is a curved hill. Exactly. You've got another road right on the side of it. So if you go too fast, if you gun it out of that little thing, you're going off the edge, and then you're going into the trees.
Exactly. Well, I think the superintendent down here is going to think twice before he does this again, because a lot of parents are very mad at him, and they were complaining about, well, why didn't he close school this morning when he knew, or last night when he knew there was a snowstorm coming. And his reasoning was because he didn't realize that the snowstorm was going to be as heavy and severe as it is.
I'm not gonna, I'm not taking blames or taking shots at anyone.
I'm just taking this from the news.
I want to know whose great idea of it was it to bring a fucking thing up and down a fucking hill.
Yeah, our son's school sits at the bottom of a hill. Now, why would you put a school at the bottom of a hill? A steep hill at that.
Yeah, and in the other direction, you've got fucking nothing but back roads that are windy and fucking curvy, and you're going to have to get the fuck up the hill. So either way, you got to go up a fucking hill, and it doesn't fucking matter. And if you ain't got four-wheel drive, you're fucked. If I knew it was going to fucking snow, he would have stayed the fuck home.
Yeah, we had no idea. So, I was shocked when my husband came in and said, honey, it's snowing out. We've got to go get our son. So I'm like, what? What do you mean it's snowing? He's like, yeah, it's snowing. I looked outside and sure enough, yep.
Are we echoing? It just seems a little fucking loud.
No, we're fine.
All right. I'm just saying. Maybe it's because I am not used to not having the fucking headset. I didn't even feel like wearing the fucking headset. I'm so pissed right now. It's not even. I mean, because it feels like money down the fucking tube.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said before, though, I want to get back to this because I'm not saying anything bad against the superintendent of schools or anybody else. I'm just reporting what I heard on the news tonight. And that's what they were saying. So I guess from now on, I have a feeling he's going to be calling school off the night before.
But you know what? If they said it was a snowstorm pending or they said it was going to be 1 inch, people can get up that.
Yeah.
If it automatically turned into something more, I'm not really going to blame a superintendent.
Oh, me either. I'm just telling you what they said on the news. I don't either because how did he know it was going to be this bad? He figured we're going to get our normal little snowstorm where it's going to cover the ground and then it's going to get warm and that's going to be the end of it,
Well, I mean...
How did he know?
I mean, between that, we've got power going in and out. I mean, these fucking snowstorms are pretty hectic out here.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, you got to give the guy a break, He's doing the best he can. I'm sure, he is.
So, and then, what the funny was, we were trying to end fucking the last interview, and Spreaker just would not let us fucking end it. It's like, hit the button, no. Hit the button, no. I just hit the motherfucking button, no.
Spreaker loves us. What can we say? Hey, we love Spreaker too, It's nice to know that it wants us to stay on air.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's really our issue or if they just got a technical issue they're not fucking telling people about.
They very well might. And like I said, tonight's might have been also due to the weather. We have, like we said.
Yeah, but I'm sure
we have a bad snowstorm here. So, I mean, that may interfere with the lines, because a lot of the lines are covered with snow and stuff. So that can cause a technical difficulty.
Well, I did have to reset the modem 2-3 times, and then I tried to get on my system to do what I had to do, and that wasn't working either. So
it might very well just be the weather too, because, like I said, when the snow gets on these, on the wires and stuff, it makes the wires heavy and can cause some static. I mean, I noticed when I lived back in CT that when we got a bad snowstorm, sometimes our phone lines will go because of the snow, and that's just what happens.
We may test tomorrow just to see if it's in the room. We may just hook up the laptop to our mixer and try that somewhere else in the house and see if we have a different. If it ends up different, I don't know at this point though. I don't think it's on our end. I just don't see all these fucking leveling problems. I don't understand why.
I don't either. I mean, that's just weird. But, if it's a case of it's because of the acoustics of the room or whatever, then we'll just move it to another room or do whatever we have to do.
Well, the fucked up part is when you're testing, right? You ever fucking... I'm talking to our fans out here and people that listen to us. You ever have a time where fucking... You're testing something and it tests out perfect. You test it out 40, 50 fucking times and it tests out perfect. There's no issues whatsoever. And then when you put somebody else on it, all of a sudden you have issues.
Yeah, that's aggravating, especially when you think, oh, great, I got it done. This is going to come out so good. and we're going to have a great interview or a great whatever, and boom, it just decides to have an issue. It was aggravating as anything, you know? It drives us crazy.
It's kind of like if you know somebody, it's like going to an interview. You know somebody there, and you know, if you ask the right questions, you'll be all right. So you you prepare for that person. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, that person gets an emergency, or they switch them on you, and then
you get somebody new, and it's like, oh shit, can I still ask this person that question, or what do I do? And it throws you for a loop.
Yeah, exactly. If you get somebody in a different gender, it matters big time, too. Because there's a way to approach men, and there's a way to approach women. And that's not being sexist. That's just being real.
That's not being sexist at
It's
all.
just a different kind of beast.
Exactly. Because a woman to woman, you can speak one way. But woman to man, it's like, well, okay, wait a minute. If I say this, will it sound stupid, or will it sound, like I don't know what I'm doing, even if you do know what you're doing, where if it's a female to female, you can be like, okay, well, I can do this, and I can, you have more of a, I don't know how to say it.
Take that motherfucker off. That fucking stupid-ass plastic.
It's not stupid. But anyways, yeah, I mean, you just have that connection because you're both women.
This is definitely Spreaker. I'm looking right now, and fucking my levels are going up and, down normal. But when she starts fucking speaking, it's like 2 lines. What the fuck?
Well, let's see what happened. Yeah, why the hell am I only getting 2 lines?
Yeah.
Maybe it's my microphone that's messed up.
I don't think so. These are new mics. There's no fucking way.
What the hell's going on then? Why am I only getting 2 lines? All right, speaker, now come on. I don't know what the hell its problem is, but we're having a problem because I shouldn't be having just 2 lines. I should have more than 2 lines.
I just think their system's fucked up today.
It might be.
All right, well, I'm going to turn this shit up because I don't fucking trust no one anyway.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, there we go. We got it. That's good because maybe they are having problems on their end. Maybe there's a storm where they are too,
But if I did that for the interview, you would be echoing. We would be echoing big time, so I could not do that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could have turned it up a tiny bit.
There it is again.
What's echo? What's again?
Your fucking lines are like fucking. So hold on.
Wait.
We're gonna switch here.
Okay. Well, now it's fine. Look there it goes. Woo. Sorry, everybody, if I did that, but I was just doing that to test to see why.
Yeah,
we're not getting them.
She just switched mics, and she still got fucking lines that are going like.
But
1 or
you know
2.
what? I don't speak as loud as you too, so it also goes by the pitch of my voice.
Ah, very true.
You didn't think of
I
that
want
one.
my damn mic back.
Yes, I like my own mic, so thank you.
So anyway, it's like you work your ass off. You work your tail off. You do everything right. And then you have this...
No matter how hard you work it, still something screws up on you. What the hell's up with that?
I was about to say you have this annoying motherfucker who comes by and bugs money from you all the time and doesn't have fucking a pot to piss in and doesn't care because they're like, okay, yeah, I can go to the bank of this person.
Yep.
So anyway, it's kind of like when you've got your dog, you train your dog, everything's working right, and I'm not talking about pit bulls. Pit bulls can be the nicest dogs. I don't give a shit what fucking people say.
Yeah.
But if they grab you, they have no neck, and it's nearly impossible to get them off you. But
it really is because when I was younger, my friends had a pit bull, and the pit bull went to bite me. Luckily, I thought quick enough, and I grabbed him by the top and bottom of his mouth, and I twisted his head. So he thought twice before he went near me again. So anytime I went by the dog would run the other way because the dog knew that he couldn't get past me to bite me because I wasn't going to allow it.
Great. Now we got animal abuse on our ass.
No, well, I was only a young kid. I was like, I don't know. I was like probably like 15, maybe a little younger than that, maybe a little older than that, but still, I was young.
Do you think these sensitive motherfuckers care about that? All they hear is, Oh, no, you hurt an animal.
Yeah, but I was also about to get bit. I would never harm an animal otherwise because I love animals.
They don't give a shit.
We had a house, like I said, the people had a house full of animals, my friends, and I loved every animal. Other than that, I took care of the cats and the dogs and everything else. So
I don't fucking know. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy that this fucking shit would happen. Tomorrow we're gonna try the laptop and we're gonna try, in a different room, and we're gonna see if that fucking makes a difference. I don't think it's going to. I don't know at this fucking point. But
Who knows?
We're not gonna make this whole show about that. We're gonna keep it off how pissed off we are, because you ever have that time where you're like super hungry, right? And you go to like a McDonald's.
That's what you're craving, right?
Well, probably either that or that's what you could afford. High-end motherfuckers are over at fucking, I don't fucking know.
One of the big restaurants.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Last time we went to Applebee's, we spent like fucking $90 for fucking 3 people. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
But anyway, you go to McDonald's because I just figured most people can afford McDonald's. Dollar menu, you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Especially in this fucked up economy. So anyway, you go to McDonald's and you're trying to get your favorite meal. And, you order it. You pay for it.
Okay.
Everything's in the bag. You get it home. And it ain't shit what you ordered.
Oh, I've had that happen.
So you end up throwing it out.
Pissed off as a motherfucker.
And throwing it out because you're so pissed, but yet you're so hungry. So now you got to drive somewhere else. It's a fucking waste of fucking money.
A waste of money, a waste of gas. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's like, what the hell? Why'd I bother going there if they're not going to give me the right food or my proper order? Come on,
And that's the main thing. We should have just called this show "I Hate Being Lied To."
That would have been a good name for it.
Because it just seems like every fucking body, not any artists that come on or anything, that's not where are any people that, what we're talking about is, people that we try to work with that are just full of shit.
As far as like this phone thing and, different things like that, and we've had problems after problems with them.
No, it's just in general. It's just fucking in general. It could be bill collectors, could be,
anything, yeah. It's annoying. It's enough to aggravate the daylight.
Whatever happened to, okay, I'm going to do my best to work with you and fucking make sure your shit is fixed. If your shit ain't fixed or whatever the case may be, then we're not done.
I don't know what happened to that.
I want the old school. I want the old-fashioned fucking toys. I want to get my son or some other kid, and I'm not saying that. That didn't sound right.
You just want to get our son a...
No, but I'm just saying... Don't parents out there just want to get their kids like the old-fashioned fucking toys? It's like I'd rather go on fucking eBay and grab one of their old-fashioned toys because they don't make them like fucking anymore like that. Now they're all plastic. They break apart in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, as soon as you buy the kid, go to the store, you'll spend this outrageous amount of money to buy this kid this particular toy that they want for Christmas or their birthday. And you wrap it up nice, and you say, oh, wow, this kid's going to be so happy that they got this toy that they've been wanting. They open up their present, they're playing with it for like 5 minutes maybe, and it breaks. That's all you hear is of the toy breaking, or you hear, Mommy! And you're like, oh, man, now what,
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? What's up with these companies?
Yeah, I'm throwing off the Phantom power. I don't think it's going to make a fucking difference anyway. These mics aren't Phantom
no clue.
power, like, generated anyway.
Yeah. But, I mean, what is up with these companies? Why are they making their stuff like garbage? You need to go back to the old-fashioned way. The hard plastic. That plastic was so hard you could not break those toys.
And them toys were worth having. Nowadays, it's like everything fucking breaks. It's like you're going somewhere and it fucking breaks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the reason why I fucking quit fucking, dealing with Sony.
Yep.
I had so many fucking PlayStations and they kept on having this read errors and this error. And I tell them, hey, my shit is broken. You going to fix it? No.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome to bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah, bring it to the manufacturer. Manufacturer said, well, we don't deal with this. So the manufacturer said, well, contact the company. And then you tell the manufacturer, well, I've already contacted the company, and that's why I'm calling you. Well, that's not our problem. And that's nice. You're going to fall asleep on people again.
No, I'm not falling asleep. If it's not their problem, then who the hell's problem is it? Who the hell's supposed to take care of these problems?
Yeah, I want to talk to the manager. And then the manager's a bitch. Okay, I want to talk to your supervisor. The supervisor's a dick. I want to talk to corporate. Well, there's no number for corporate.
Of course, there's no number for corporate. Sure, there's no number for corporate. Give me that damn number, That's what you feel like saying after a while because you're so aggravated by this time.
Yeah, and if you threaten them with the lawyer, they just hang up. So that's fucking pointless. But, I mean, it just gets under my skin that good customer service, good tech support is like...
It's going out the window.
A thing of the past. It's just like people fucking trying to help fucking people anymore. How many ads have we had fucking saying, hey, I need fucking help? Yep. Hey, would you like to, add to the show? Would you like to come on the show? Would you like to, help me with fucking, doing something? Would you like to go over here? If I pay you a few bucks, would you like to do this? I mean, it's like you got to pull teeth nowadays. No one wants to do shit. No one wants to volunteer. Nobody wants to help a cause. Nothing.
Nobody wants to do anything unless they're getting paid, and they want to get paid big bucks. It's like, hello, what you're doing, anybody could do. I could hire a chimpanzee to do what I'm asking you to do. Hand out some flyers or whatever. Hello, you really want to get paid a lot of money? If we're making money, that's a different story. Then fine, we pay you.
They don't give a shit.
If we're not making money yet, we cannot give you money. Money from where? Are we going to pull it from the sky? Do we have a tree that all of a sudden grows money? Wow, that's news to me. I'm sure my neighbors would like it.
It's just this new generation. They don't want to do shit. They're just fucking lazy. I'm sorry. They're lazy.
We weren't allowed to be lazy when we were kids.
No, I get my ass whooped for being lazy. I would get a fucking reamed. My parents would be on my fucking ass, or my pops, forget about it. If I'm watching a movie, he'd be like, all right, I need something done. But I'm watching a movie. I don't give a shit. I'm either going to, I'll rip you out of that seat and you'll come with me the hard way, or come on, let's go.
Even in his 60s, my father-in-law is still a get-up-and-go guy, and he has all kinds of health issues. But it still doesn't get that man down. He's unbelievable. He cracks me up. He gets up and he goes from morning, noon, and night. And it's just unbelievable, even with his health issues, how much he does. It's just crazy.
And it's just fucking crazy, the fact that people don't want to help each other anymore. I mean, what the fuck kind of world did we work in, and live in, where fucking people just want to, it's like all about the fucking mighty dollar, if you're going to help somebody, don't get me wrong. There are some great people out there. Brian McCormick, who came out here and tried to help us out.
Was fantastic, yes, definitely.
And, Jack Nichols, who was, trying to help us out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we sure do. Well, what I was saying, in other words, about my father-in-law, being in his 60s, and he does more than a lot of these younger generation people do.
It's because they don't want to do anything anymore. They don't, I'm not mocking anybody, but they don't want to do anything anymore.
Our son is 13, almost 14.
He don't want to do anything.
And he don't want to get up off his ass for nothing. It don't matter what you offer this child. He don't want to move.
Yeah, he'll be wrapped up in a video game, wrapped up in a computer, wrapped up in the... I mean, it's like this, like new generation's like, okay, let's Facebook. Okay, we're not going to Facebook. Let's MySpace. Okay, we're not going to MySpace. Let's text each other. We're sitting right next to each other, but let's fucking text each other. Why the fuck are people going to text if they're sitting next to each other?
How do you text the person next to you? What happened to tapping the person on the shoulder? Hey, so-and-so. You know, hey, want to come over and hang out? No, not these kids. They got to text each other. They don't even want to go over each other's houses. They just want to sit home in their own houses and text each other about God knows what.
I'll tell you a story. I was a passenger. I needed to. I don't know where I was. I was, I'm always driving, but I was a passenger this one time. I was going somewhere. I forgot where the fuck I was going, but that's not the point. Oh yeah, I was trying to get home, probably because my car was broke down at that point. But this was years ago. And this girl, right, that was giving me a ride home. Sweetheart of a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But the entire time she's giving me a ride home, all she's doing there is texting while she's driving.
That's nuts. That's scary.
Yeah, you bet your ass it's scary because you don't know if somebody's going to pull out in front of you. You don't know what is going on.
I would have grabbed that damn phone out of her hand, and I would have chucked the damn thing out the window or threw it in the back seat. And said, now when you drop me off, you can grab your phone and text. You're not texting while I'm in the car. You're nuts.
And you know what? Then I would have had to walk, and I didn't feel like walking. It would have been a long-ass fucking walk. But then again, if I was dead, I guess I would have loved to enjoy the walk, huh?
I'd rather walk than be dead. I mean, that's just crazy.
Would you rather walk than be dead?
No, I'd rather be alive and walking than dead and not be able to enjoy my life.
Very true.
That's nuts.
But, I mean, I just thought that was just funny. I got another story, because we're doing our comedy show and whatnot. I used to work for this car wash. I think I've told you this story.
Probably. I'm sure you've told me so many of them.
Okay. But I was running on the power wash. I was over in the freaking prep area for the cars. All right. And this fucking girl, she comes out with her friends. She's talking with her friends. Okay, now when you put a car up into, them fucking slots and shit.
Yeah, the roller things.
Yeah. You're supposed to put the fucking thing in neutral. And shut the fucking car off.
Okay, I know that. Even I know that, and I've never worked in a car wash.
All right, it was either neutral or drive. I believe it's neutral.
Neutral, I believe.
So, anyway, she's fucking chatting with her friends. She got the door wide open. And I keep on telling her, ma'am, please put the car in neutral and shut the car off and let me do my job. Well, you wait a minute. I've got to talk to my girlfriend. We're talking about this and that and yada, yada. My boyfriend and blah, blah, blah. And I went, ma'am, you're really treading dangerous waters because if you do something stupid, you're going to get hurt. Well, who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to blah, 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 blah. So this freaking idiot, and I mean freaking idiot, she decides, thank God she, didn't have her seatbelt on. At least she was smart enough to do that. But she decides that she's not going to pay attention with the car in drive. And she's going to let go of the brake.
Stupid.
And slam on the gas pedal on the line.
I would have bitch slapped her. I would have pulled her out of the car and I would have bitch slapped her.
I did pull her out of the car.
No, I would have bitch slapped her. I wouldn't have gave a shit if I got fired. At that point, I would have bitch slapped her and said, bitch, next time use your fucking brain if you've got one. Because you should have one. God gave you one. Why aren't you using it?
So anyway, here's the deal, okay? I grabbed her, I seen what was going on. I'm paying attention the whole time. I grab her, pull her out of the fucking car. And then it fucking hit Alexis.
Oh, great.
Slammed right into Alexis.
And you got blamed for it, right?
No, that's not the point I'm trying to make.
I'm just asking.
Of course I got blamed. I always got fucking blamed for shit. Okay, so, and instead of this stupid girl, right? Instead of, I should have said bitch.
She's a bitch. I would have
right?
bitch slapped
Instead of saying, well, hey, thank you for saving my life, she goes, oh my God, my car is wrecked. You're such an asshole, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but you're fucking alive, you douchebag.
Fucking stupid cunt. I would have grabbed this stupid cunt out of the car, and I would have bitch slapped her till fucking hell came over. Then I would have threw her ass the fuck into the water and said, now you take a shower. Because I would have been pissed if that was me. Especially if I got blamed for something that wasn't my fault. It was this stupid douchebag's fault. Oh, yeah, I would have been pissed.
Okay, now we're going to meet her boyfriend.
Ah, jeez. And what did this asshole have to say?
I was up on the line.
Oh, God.
And no. He actually worked for the fucking car wash.
Oh, okay.
I was up on the line, and I witnessed this happen. I yelled my ass off. This truck, for some reason, because somebody probably put it in the wrong fucking thing, they probably had it to drive.
Probably. Stupids.
This truck jumped the track. Now it's coming flying down the hill.
Oh, shit.
Right? This motherfucker was trying to play Superman with the fucking truck.
Is he really that stupid?
I mean, granted, it wasn't going fast, but it's still a truck. It's a 3,000-pound truck. You're
yes.
not stopping it.
You get run over by that, it's still going to hurt. No matter if it's going 50 miles an hour or 5 miles an hour, it's still going to hurt.
But I'm yelling, move out of the fucking way, truck!
And the stupid motherfucker kept standing there, right?
No, he was trying to stop the truck. Going down a fucking hill.
What an asshole.
Now, granted, he didn't get killed, but he did go to the hospital, and he did break his freaking leg.
Oh, well, it's his own stupidity. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for stupid.
So the moral of the story is,
don't be a dumbass.
Yeah, don't play Superman with the fucking truck.
How stupid could you be?
I don't know. I've done some stupid shit before.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do something that stupid. Even I know not to do something that stupid.
No, I've done stupid shit. I pumped gas one day.
Okay.
And I was in a rush.
Okay.
So I forgot that I didn't put the fucking gas thing back. And I took off with the fucking hose.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
oops.
So, I mean, I've done some crazy fucking
And what happened
shit.
to you when you did that?
I dropped the hose and gunned it. What the fuck you think I did?
No, I mean, the cops didn't come after you or nothing like that.
I don't fucking remember. No, the cops didn't come.
Well, because usually the gas station will call the cops.
I'm not waiting for the fucking cops to come.
No. I figured, the thing would be sticking out of your car. And
okay, I'll just pull over and I'll wait for the cops to come.
No,
when I did.
But you're driving away and the hose is stuck in your car. Are you really going to be that stupid to stop, pull the hose out of your car, taking a chance that them cops could be coming?
Yes, I plead the fifth.
I mean, I would at least pull off in some woods or somewhere where nobody's going to see me and do it, you know?
I mean, I didn't go far. It's not like I went far, and it was probably loose already. It just was ready to go.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I gunned it. I just friggin' started driving, and it friggin' came undone. So
that happens, I'm sure. I mean, there's some crazy
But
shit
I was not waiting around for the cops.
No, I don't blame you. That's like me and a couple of my friends used to go out in these certain wooded area in Milford where you're not supposed to really go, but we used to go over there with our dirt bikes and stuff and be riding.
And light fires?
No, just driving around on dirt bikes and causing chaos and making all kinds of noise. And of course, the cops would come over and yell at us. You're not supposed to be over here, you know. Well, we'd be like, yeah, okay, we know. But we'd go back anyways and keep going back until one day my friend decided that he was going to ride me on his dirt bike on the street, and the cop stops us. I'm like, what an ass.
I mean, I've done stupid shit. I was trying to make money one day. Here I am, I'm like fucking 16 years old, just being a dumbass. I decided, okay, I'm gonna take all the papers from the fucking newspaper bin.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna sell it for half the price of the newspaper bins, though I only paid for one paper.
All right.
My dumbass decided to sell it to a cop.
You dumbass.
I mean, they weren't wearing a uniform or anything, but I'm sure some people would be able to tell they were a cop.
Yeah, but they couldn't tell. They wouldn't know if you stole them or if you actually paid for them.
But they looked at, like they confiscated my papers. And I'm like, how do you know I didn't pay for all them and I'm just trying to get my money back?
Exactly.
So, well, they knew me. I did stupid shit. So that
they knew you were a troublemaker. You badass little kid that you were.
I wasn't a badass little kid. I just go in the courtroom and laugh at the judge as my friends were getting in trouble.
That's nice.
And they told me one time, well, I'm going to hold you in contempt. I'm like, I don't even know what contempt means, so hold me there.
Means your ass is going to jail for the night. That's what that means.
The judge told me, that's it, just get out of my courtroom. I said, I know what that means, I'm gone.
Yeah, but that's what contempt means, so you're lucky you didn't get held in contempt. That means your ass is going to jail for the night.
Hey, when I was younger, I wasn't thinking of fucking big words.
You didn't give a shit, like most kids. We don't give a shit when we're young. We think we're Superman. We think we're invincible. But what are you going to do?
But I sure didn't fucking check. Well, I probably, if I was brought in this age, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because my friends will be like, prior to meeting you and everything.
Yeah.
My friends would be like, you're always on the fucking phone. We could be at the bar, and where are you? You're on the fucking phone.
Even since don't let them lie to you people. Even when as long as we've been together 5 years, he still does that. We could be sitting at the dinner table having dinner. He'll be on the fucking phone. Who the fuck are you talking to now? Oh, I'm talking to this one. Oh, okay. Then put the phone down for a second. I'll look again. Who the fuck are you talking to now? Oh, I'm talking to Sean. Oh, okay. You're talking to Sean Green. Okay. And now who are you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to Mike. Or I'm talking to Joe Schmo. Whoever, I'm like, gosh. Can't have 5 minutes to do anything. We're sitting there one time. We got all our friends over. We're having like a little party. And what's this asshole doing? Sitting there fucking texting. My nephew looks at him and goes, will you get off that fucking phone before I take that phone? Granted, my nephew couldn't get that phone from him because I think my husband would wring his neck. But he still tried.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, let's move on.
How many times has Tony said that?
I don't know what you're...
phone.
I
Yes,
do
you
not know what you are talking
You do
about.
too.
I do not.
Do too. Liar, liar, liar.
I have never told a lie in my life. I've
right.
never swore. I've never drank.
Yeah.
And I've never smoked.
Yeah, okay.
Shit, I left my cigarettes back at the bar.
God damn. Oh, no, we don't drink, no. But, oh, yeah, shit.
No. See, she's the one that says she never drank.
No, I drink. What happened was when me and my husband first met, we were drinking because we were having a party at my house for my birthday.
Does that surprise you?
No, I used to drink a lot. But as we were together for years and, years went on, and I started to drink less and less. Now I'll drink, I'll drink on a special occasion. Or if, we have some wine coolers in the house or something like that. But I'm not one to sit and go drinking every day.
The only reason she's saying this because she got caught out. She said she never drank, and then we were
I do drink, but I don't drink like I used to.
We were at the Jags thing, and I got pictures of you in a bag.
Oh,
and I
hell
said,
yes.
I got you. You said you don't drink, you motherfucker.
Oh, hell yes, I did.
You.
And I did. I drank and had a good time. and I got to get a picture taken with my buddy, our mascot.
Oh, yeah, you have a picture of you drinking there, too, Miss I Don't
Me
Ever
and
Drink.
Jackson DeVille with a beer in my hand. Hey, you know what? Cheers to you, Jackson DeVille. That's what I have to say.
So anyway, as we're like running around, we always do that. We always pick like one subject and like go like fucking 8 different directions.
I think that's what makes our show unusual, and that's what makes our show enjoyable and funny, because we just pick these crazy topics, and God knows where the hell we come up with them.
And the funny thing is, I was just talking about that girl texting and how scary it seemed. And what did I used to do? I was fucking texting, as she was saying.
Yeah. We could be sitting in the middle of doing anything, watching a movie, hanging out with our friends, and this asshole will be texting. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on.
Well, it's not always texting. You know, I got to keep up with my fantasy sports, and I got to keep up with this. And
Yeah,
well,
sure.
I mean, lately I haven't been fucking doing nothing but fucking work, and then work, and then work,
and work some more. Yeah,
work.
that he has been.
I feel like the fucking Energizer work bunny.
Yeah.
He keeps working and working and working.
That's true. I mean, he is always working. I mean, I have to give him credit. My husband's always been a hard worker, and lately he's been extra hard working with everything that we've had going on. So, I mean, I have to give him
I'm
credit.
trying to make this the best fucking show ever. It's just when stupid shit happens.
It aggravates the crap out of you.
Well, we originally didn't plan on fucking, doing interviews with people anyway. Originally, we were just going to do a comedy show, and that was it. We weren't going to have anybody call in, and then one day I'm like, wouldn't it be great to have call-ins?
Well, I mean, it is fun when we have call-ins, and it is enjoyable to do our interviews, but we just didn't plan on doing it right away. We were going to, I think, at one point, somewhere down the line, I think we wanted to do interviews after a while.
And then I felt like it was like, God's calling or whatever. I'm not going to get all religious on people. But, I felt it was a calling and shit.
Why?
And
There's nothing wrong with saying it. So you thought it was a God's calling for you. That's okay.
Okay,
That's your thing.
That's not the point I'm trying to make, though.
I know.
Look how, if you could see her face right now, her face is like beet red, like... What are you saying, that you're ashamed of saying again? No, I'm not ashamed. What I am saying is that people don't want to fucking hear that shit.
Well, as long as you're not pushing religion down somebody's throat. If you're saying, yes, you believe in God, and yes, you believe that he put that thought into your head, that feeling into your head, that's where you needed to go, then there's nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus wholeheartedly. I just don't believe in... how do I say it? I don't know how to say it. I am spiritual, not religious. There you go. End of story. End
Exactly.
of discussion.
Yeah, no, we're not like I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna push my religion on you. If you ask me a question about God, I'm gonna answer it. But I'm not gonna sit there and go, well, you have to believe in this, and you have to go to this church, and you have to go to do this thing or that thing. You do what you feel is right for you.
Exactly. And, it says a church is a temple, which a temple is actually 2 or more people talking to God. There was nothing that ever said it had to be in a certain building.
Exactly.
Nothing.
There's not. And that's why I never understood, you have to go to this building to worship God and say thank you to him. I give God thanks every day, every meal.
Okay, now we got all the
bed.
religious people mad at us. Who else are we going to get mad at us tonight?
No, I mean, we're not saying anything bad about the people that do go to church. But as far as the way our schedule is so busy that we just don't have a chance to get to a church. So we make sure that we give thanks to God at every meal.
I give my
night.
offering plate or my tithes and offering to God to the waitresses. To the homeless, to those in Salvation Army, to those who feed the children, which if you are going to support anybody as far as a charity and whatnot, do it for Feed the Children. Why do it for Feed the Children? Because I worked for them, I carried their boxes, and I know that at least some of the money goes to the fucking kids.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's what our tithes and offering are. Maybe we don't go to a building and we don't give it to the church per se, but we give it to the people that need it. if somebody says to me out in the street, hey, I need $10 for gas, I don't care if they need it for gas or not. I give it to them. If somebody's homeless, we've stopped in the middle of a parking lot to give a homeless person money.
I remember this, and I'm sure people are going to steal this, like the younger people that are listening and whatnot. I got sick of people making up stupid-ass stories that just wanted liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my friends, we created the beer fund. We literally told them, okay, we're out here. We will do anything. We will put your cards back. We'll, put your groceries in your car. We'll do anything. As long as you donate to our beer fund. And we're like, well, at least we're not lying to you. We're telling you what this is about. Exactly. And we're not making some stupid-ass sob story
that's like
saying it's something else.
Exactly. That's like one day there was this lady. She was in a Stop and Shop parking lot. And as we're coming out of the parking lot, she makes up this huge excuse that she's poor and that she's hurt and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, this woman goes walking, doesn't realize we're paying attention. I catch her walking through the parking lot, walking just fine, and gets into a brand new vehicle. And I went by this woman, and I said to this woman, you know what? I said, it's pretty sad that you got to be a scumbag person to lie and say you're poor and you don't have anything and this and that, and you're getting into a brand new vehicle. That's sad. That's sick. Because you know what? There's so many people out there that are suffering.
You know what pisses me off, and we're going to disagree here?
What?
When these fucker people got these fucking handicap fucking stickers and drive like fucking maniacs and assholes.
Oh, yeah. No, that's annoying. That's annoying.
It really fucking gets under my skin. It's like, okay, you've got a handicap. You're saying that you are disabled, but yet you're going to act like an asshole. How the fuck is that possible?
Oh, you mean like the asshole today that was driving, weaving in and out? It was yesterday or today. Might have been yesterday. Handicap sticker on their license plate, or the handicap thing on their license plate. And they're weaving in and out of traffic. What the hell's the matter with you?
What pisses me off even more than that is them fucking buses that are fucking supposed to be, commercial buses supposed to be helping people. Like, I've even seen, like, fucking school, like, fucking for, like, disabled, like, people. I don't know what to call them anymore. If you
handy vans, they usually call them.
If you say handy vans, if you say mentally challenged, if you say this,
no,
everybody gets offended by fucking something.
Nah, because they're just called regular old handy vans. I mean, I know a lot of people that are handicapped and go on those vans, and that's what they call them.
But when they drive like fucking idiots, that's what pisses me off.
No, what pisses me off is when somebody that does not have a handicap sticker at all parks in a handicapped spot. That's a spot you're taking up for somebody that does have a handicap.
I've done that.
I think that's sick, and that's disgusting, and I would never do that.
I've done that.
Well, then you ought to be slapped.
I get slapped all the time. That ain't... No, but
Yeah, but that was when you were younger, not now, so.
Well, yeah, I don't...
I mean, the time where he's... I mean, there's a time where he's pulled into a handicapped spot to let my handicapped mother-in-law, who is legally blind,
yeah, well, I mean...
out. That's different. I'm talking about parking there literally to go in the store just because they're too lazy to find another parking space.
But have you seen some of fucking Connecticut's fucking parking lots? They get so fucking jam-packed that there's nowhere to fucking park.
I don't care. There's no excuse. That is bullshit, and I don't think that's any excuse for it. And when I see somebody like that, I want to walk up to the person and I want to slap them. I want to bitch slap them, as a matter of fact.
But on the other...
Not on the other hand. I want to bitch slap them because you do not park in a handicap van. I mean, handicap van. Duh. Handicap
Do you park
spot.
in handicap vans often?
I don't know. But anyways, you do not park in a handicap spot when you do not have a handicap sticker. If you're not handicapped, don't park there. I know so many people that are handicapped and can use them spots. My mother-in-law, for one. My best friend's mother, who also is handicapped.
Mother-in-law does not drive.
No, but when she's in a vehicle that, she's in. If she's riding in a car and she's handicapped, then that's different. But I'm talking about people that park
I heard chimes.
but my best friend's mother's also handicapped. Her
Oh,
and
I'm
the
not
father.
making fun of handicapped people in any way, shape, or form.
My best friend has cerebral palsy. She was born with cerebral palsy. Yet she does not let it stop her. She does not get a handicap sticker. She could very easily, but she chooses not to. Why? Because the way she looks at it, and I'm proud of her for this. You know what? Why should I take a handicap spot when I don't need it? I have 2 legs. I can walk. Okay, maybe I'm a little overweight at this point. This is not now, but when she was, she said, the hell with that. I'm still going to do it because I need to walk. And she'd rather walk, and I think that's fantastic.
And I do, too. But, I mean, I can't say that I was... Well, that's because I was just a rebellious kid.
Well, when you're a kid, that's different. You're a kid.
I walked in Walmart, and a bunch of us pretended we were...
Oh, yeah, tell him this story.
We were mentally challenged just to get a laugh.
Idiots. Yeah.
We were drunk and probably high.
Knowing them, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm sure my nephew was in on it, too, because he would do something like that.
No, I was actually out here.
Okay. Well, wow. He wasn't with my nephew. That's a miracle. He actually did something nuts without my nephew being involved.
Well, I mean, if he was there, he probably would have done it, too.
Oh, he would have. My nephew, he's crazy. My nephew is nuts. Yes, he would do it in a heartbeat.
No, I'm not going to say what I said because people would get offended.
Yeah, no, it's not nice. Well, now that he's older, he thinks twice about it, that he wishes he hadn't done it. But
unless I'm drunk.
No, you were young at the time and you weren't thinking, so,
Well, there goes our freaking headsets. Ow,
it landed right on his foot, too.
That might hurt a little. It might sting.
But your foot actually caught it. Nice catch.
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about.
What?
Earlier. The whole thing about, boys.
What about boys?
The thing about it was when I was younger, we used to play all kinds of sports. Trust me, I wouldn't do any of them now. But when you're not young, when younger, you're not thinking. All you're thinking about is having fun.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like when you told our son about playing football on the ice?
Sure did. I would play me and my friends, we would play in the ice. We would play in the snow. Believe it or not, we played football in the hail.
Doesn't surprise me. His friends are crazy, so it wouldn't surprise me.
We would play street hockey.
Doesn't surprise me.
And things that would get us hurt. We would go on our BMX and jumps that there's no way we could make, but we'd do it anyway.
Just for the hell of it.
And end up all messed up and just didn't give a shit.
I could see that. And I could see you being the type of kid that not even cry, just to laugh. I could see you getting hurt and just getting up and laughing.
But when you get older and you have a fucking family, it makes you think twice about shit. Like when I was younger, I could jump fences like nothing, running from cops.
We won't mention the running from cops part.
Yeah, exactly. And I could jump, off of high, buildings and not high. I'm not talking about fucking 2 stories. But I have a fucking story. I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to tell this live on
when
2 local
young,
radio.
It's true. When you're young, you don't think twice about what you can do to yourself as far as getting hurt or whatever. Killed, doesn't matter. You don't care when you're young. You just think you're Superman invincible. Because I know when I was young, I used to climb a lot of trees and do a lot of crazy shit.
Since we're going to talk about fucking stupid shit.
Okay.
I want to talk about, you ever do anything when you were drunk that you just fucking wish you didn't? And I'm not talking about when I peed in the bird fountain. That was a different time. Okay. This time it's not about me. Well, it kind of is about me. Me and my buddy, who will be nameless, even though you mentioned his name fucking 20 times. He's nameless.
I didn't mention his name. I just said my nephew.
Okay. But anyway. We were doing the Campbell Avenue crawl,
Oh, that's fun.
Except for I don't think we were intentionally doing the camel. We just happened to go in, like, we were bar hopping.
Yeah.
And we decided to have, like, shots at like, different bars and drinks and shit. And anyway, so we go up this fucking mountain.
Okay,
They
what
call,
happened?
Southern Rock.
Yep.
Okay, this is like, what is like fucking 60, 80 feet in the air, some fucking...
Something like that. It's
some crazy amount.
It's high up. High up enough.
So we're going up there, and granted, it is foggy as fuck.
Yeah.
So it already looks like we're in a fucking Jason movie and shit.
Oh, boy.
And we're drunk as fuck. Right? So my buddy's like, hey, Ray, come to the edge of the mountain with me. And I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? I'm stupid.
But not that stupid.
But I want to stay alive.
I'm surprised he wasn't pissing off of it, knowing who that is.
He was. That's the funny thing.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
So
Gee.
he went for a piss. My ass fell asleep.
Yeah, when you drink a little too much, that's what happens. You do end up falling asleep.
So anyway, I wake up. I don't know, like 30 minutes later, 20 minutes later, some shit like that. Right? I can't find my buddy.
Oh, shit.
I don't know where the fuck he's at. Right? So I'm running around. Now I really think I'm in a horror movie because it's still foggy as fuck. I'm up on a mountain and I'm by myself.
Oh, jeez.
And then a guy that said, well, I've never been scared. Yeah, you're full of shit. You just don't tell people.
Guys don't like to admit they've been scared, but go ahead.
So anyway, I'm like freaking out because I'm thinking, I'm not realizing that I went up the mountain to begin with. I'm like, I thought like somebody dropped me off. I'm like, where the hell is this person at? I'm thinking, okay, is there a chainsaw around here? Is there somebody fucking nuts and I can't fight them because I'm so fucking intoxicated right now?
Or somebody playing a joke on you, I'm sure you had to think.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'd call the cops, but then I'd go to jail for
being drunk in
intoxication.
public. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, well, I'd call a family member, but then they'd be like, what the fuck are you doing on a mountain? Get the fuck down.
And yeah, no, I don't think it's exactly that high. I think it's maybe 20, maybe.
Bullshit, 20.
It's not that high. I've climbed up there before.
To the top? It's way above 20.
But I was sober. I don't know. But anyways, I've done it when I'm sober, but I've never done it drunk.
So anyway,
go
I'm going to find my friend.
ahead.
And I'm like, where the fuck did he... I mean, I'm thinking to myself, he left me on this fucking mountain, didn't he? He said that I was passed out and said, found this girl somewhere, and he's fucking probably porking this girl somewhere. Which wouldn't surprise me.
Me either.
So anyway, I'm going down the mountain. Still foggy as shit. I'm running. I'm literally running because I don't know what the fuck. And my mind's already played tricks on me. You ever have that time where, like, you're so fucking, like, drunk or fucking tired or whatever that your mind starts fucking playing tricks on you?
And then when you're scared, it's even worse.
I'm not saying I was scared. I'm just saying I was running down the mountain.
Well, you're nervous because you're all of a sudden you're dropped in this place all by yourself. You don't know where you are, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, people are like, he just admitted he was scared.
Exactly. Well, no, I mean, I think I would have been too, especially if I was totally drunk and I fell asleep and woke up in this place, didn't know where I was, and didn't know where my friend or whoever I was with went. I would be scared too.
So here I am running down a mountain. And what's funny about it is, you ever try to be staggered running down a fucking mountain?
I'd be falling over.
I was falling all over the place.
That's crazy.
It reminded me of like that fucking horror movie where like the fucking woman's like running, scared out of her life, and then she falls over.
Of course.
Which never made sense to me. It's like fucking, not to get sidetracked, but I am ADHD, so I have that right. But I've always wondered why in horror movies do these fucking women run upstairs?
They run right into where they know the monster or the whatever they're running from is at?
But they're always running upstairs, and I'm like, if there was somebody chasing me, I'm trying to get the fuck out.
I'd be running up the door. Never mind running up the stairs. But anyways, finish your story about the mountain.
I think we're awfully loud. I hope neighbors aren't like pissed off and shit. But anyway, okay.
Anyways.
So I come down the mountain, and it's still foggy as shit. I go over to Dunkin' Donuts. You know, that's like anybody. Oh, they have Dunkin' Donuts out here. They ain't the same though.
But go ahead, just finish the story.
You know them Dunkin' Donuts in fucking Florida were fucking nuts. I mean, why the fuck would I want to make my own fucking coffee? I mean, if I wanted to make my own coffee, I could put it in a fucking machine.
I guess the way they look at it is it's convenient for people to come in. They can make their coffee the way they like it. Because some people don't like the way the Dunkin' Donuts people make it. We've gone to Dunkin' Donuts, actual Dunkin' Donuts, and they've made them, remember? And they didn't come out as good, so...
Yeah, well, I think some of the Dunkin' Donuts hires, like any average Joe around them, but they should have a question. Hi, do you know how to make coffee? Have you ever made coffee?
Do you drink coffee? I think it should be somebody that drinks coffee, because people that drink coffee tend to know how to make coffee. I was taught from a young age how to make coffee, because that was one of the first things I learned to do, other than to make poached eggs.
Well, I mean, I'd burn poached eggs. But then again, I'd burn everything.
My father taught me to be independent from the time I was young. So, you know, my grandparents, aunts, and stuff would all teach me to cook when I was young.
You want to know the nature of my cooking?
No, we won't let you near it.
Dink, 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 dink.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
Microwave going off.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Trust me, I wouldn't let this man in the kitchen for all the money in the world.
Oh, come on. My cooking can't be that bad.
One day, he actually did something really sweet. He made me breakfast in bed, which consisted of toast and coffee. And he didn't burn the toast, nor did he mess up the coffee, which was a miracle, since this man could burn boiled water.
I have burned boiled water.
Doesn't surprise me. Anyways, finish your story about the mountain. Come on, that was interesting.
So I was coming down I already came down the mountain.
Yeah, you're down the mountain, you're at Dunkin' Donuts. You told me the story, but I like it.
My pants must have been all wet since I came down the mountain and shit.
That's pretty nasty.
It was more like roll down the mountain.
That was a sticky situation.
Yeah, I was rolling down the mountain.
Go ahead, finish.
And Xbox Music says, hey, you've been on Spreaker so long. I'm going to come on and pop on. Fuck you, too.
I'm going to come say hello to you.
All right. So, anyway, here I am on this stupid-ass mountain. I'm not on the mountain.
You're down the mountain. You're in Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, yeah, I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. All right, I get my coffee. I'm finally starting to sober. Not really, but for this instance, we'll say I'm sober.
You're starting to sober up a little bit, at least.
So, I get home.
Okay.
Right. I get in the door. Immediately, I go for the refrigerator. See, that's just a dead giveaway, guys. If you're with a woman or with family and you don't want to get in trouble and don't want to, somebody know you were drinking or whatever, don't go for the refrigerator. Leave the refrigerator alone. Leave it alone. Don't go.
Go to bed and go to sleep. But go ahead, so you go for the refrigerator.
It's kind of like when, Pops is like freaking...
Oh, my God. Here we go with Pops.
Pops girl gets like stoned and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, my father...
And then the first thing, he's like, she's never going to know. But the first thing he does is go for the fucking refrigerator.
How dumb does he think my mother-in-law is? My mother-in-law is a very well-educated, very smart woman. She can see through you no matter what. How could you hide it? You could act as sober as fuck. You could sober as a judge. You can do whatever to play it off, but she knows.
All right. So anyway, back to the mountain.
So you got home and you're in the refrigerator.
We'll be coming around the mountain when you go home.
What happens when you get in the refrigerator?
There weren't no 6 white horses. That's all.
Come on, finish the story.
All right, so I go in the refrigerator. I get some to eat. Then all of a sudden I hear a knock. Yeah, we're a little delayed knock, but okay. Okay, so I open the door. And it's my dumbass friend, all covered in blood. Why is he covered in blood?
Dumbass fell off the mountain.
While he was trying to take a piss.
Well, serves his ass right, doesn't it?
And he's like, Ray, well, you could have stayed there. I said, I was not going off the edge to follow you off the mountain.
Not to mention, you didn't even know where the hell he was. How'd you know he fell off the mountain? You didn't know?
But that's the story. Everybody thought there would be like something like major. They're probably like, okay. And the punchline is when? It's not. Oh, it isn't as bad as I thought it was.
They probably thought my nephew was going to be really badly hurt, worse than he was.
Well, I mean, he was bloody all over.
That kid.
But he ended up bloody all over on one side. That kid's got like, fuck a cat with 9 lives. This kid's got like fucking 250.
Yeah. This kid's been hurt and messed up in every which way but loose. And this kid will still come back. I can remember when my nephew was about, I want to say 8 years old.
It's kind of like if you played that game Friday the 13th for regular Nintendo. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Vroom.
Okay, and you're walking down the road.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. You get like fucking 20 feet and there's fucking Jason.
Fuck Jason, but go ahead.
So you kill him.
Okay.
You get 20 more feet around the road.
There's that motherfucker.
Jason's
Jason
back.
Again.
So you go to hide in a house. Guess what? Jason's over here.
That doesn't fucking.
And then you go in the forest, and then you got to deal with his mother, along with everything fucking else. Okay, but anyway, that was an awesome game. That was a plug for Friday the 13th for regular Nintendo.
Okay, but now you made me forget where I was.
You are in a house with the microphone.
No, I mean what I was talking about.
You were talking about...
Oh, my nephew. When my nephew was young, I want to say he was about 8 years old. And he's not my blood nephew. I dated his uncle. So when he was young, he thought he was going to be a big badass.
Big badass.
And he'd go up to his uncle and start trying to beat his uncle up. Now, his uncle's got to be over 6 feet tall, and he's got to be about good 200-300 pounds.
It's 6 feet tall.
And
weighing 250 pounds.
Robert Smith.
Grr.
Smitty, as they called him. Anyways, so he thought he was badass. He was going to go try to beat up his uncle. So he goes over, he's running over trying to beat up his uncle. His uncle turns around, kicks the living crap out of him. My nephew gets knocked down, gets mad, comes back, and comes flying back for some more. Gets his ass beat again. And it was the funniest thing because this kid would not stop.
See, my pops wouldn't do that. He'd just grab me by my neck and throw me against the wall.
They were,
and
I
be
mean,
like,
they weren't. It was him and 2 of his friends. And he didn't give a crap. He'd still try to beat the shit out of them. And all 3 of them would kick his ass, and he'd still come back and want more. My nephew was relentless when he was young. So I think that's what made him so tough as he is now, as he's older. I think all the ass beatings he got from between his uncle and all his uncle's friends.
Okay, why you gotta pick on dude like that?
I wasn't picking on him. I wasn't even touching him. I was just sitting there like, I'm like, leave the kid alone. Leave the kid alone. He didn't want to give up. I'm like, stop. Stop trying to fight with your uncle. You're going to get your ass whooped. He didn't give a shit. He still got mad and wanted to go back for more anyways.
Why are you so loud?
I don't know.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by some lady over to the right.
He interrupted me first.
Hey, I was interrupted again, you fucking Mack truck. Anyway. Now I'm going to die.
No, he's not.
Live on the radio.
Okay.
All right, so. Anyway, since we're having story hour, we went from like we're so pissed off to like these happy stories.
Well, we got to make the show more entertaining. We can't be talking about being pissed off. People are going to lose interest.
All right, so I was high one day.
Doesn't surprise me.
And there were a bunch of people sitting around. Quote, the lady to the right.
Go ahead.
Exit, the lady to the left.
Okay. And what did this lady to the left do?
All right, so anyway, a bunch of me and my friends, some were high, some were sober.
Okay.
Yeah, right, but...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they were having a conversation.
What was this conversation? Oh, yeah. Is this the one? Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, I'm thinking, I am like in a serious discussion in my head.
Yeah, he's in like La La Land. He's in his own little world, I guess.
Right? I was thinking about taking a moped
And riding it, yes.
and going up like some mean jumps. I mean, if you were in my head, you would understand that these jumps were awesome. It was like I was playing like Knievel without a motorcycle. I was doing it on a moped.
Yes, and my friend who is not obviously going to be named was turned around. Either her or my nephew, one of them turned around and said, "Hey, do you know how to muff dive?" And this idiot goes, "No, I don't have a moped." How the hell does that have to do with mopeds? This idiot. We were cracking up laughing.
She killed the punchline. I was asked if I've ever been muff diving.
Oh, if you ever been, I thought it was, do you know how to?
And I said, I paused for a second. Because then I finally realized that, somebody asked me a question. And even though I was in my own head.
High as a motherfucker.
I'm high as a kite and I just might stop to check you out. Anyway. So, okay. So I was in my own head. I actually believed other people could hear what was in my head.
Well, when you're high, I guess that's the way it is.
And I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
All right. So, anyway. I'm really believing that other people know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, well, I must have said out loud, that I, wanted to jump off a moped with all these jumps.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I paused, I'm like, no, I don't have a moped. I was so pissed off because I didn't have a moped to jump off these jumps. I was like, it snaps into reality. I'm like, and what was funny was, muff diving, moped. How would you get a moped in there?
We were like, how the hell did he get moped out of muff diving? We're like, dude, do you even know what muff diving is? And, I mean, he was so out of it that I don't think he even realized what we were saying.
I didn't. I
But
just knew that I wanted to jump off ramps with the moped.
Funny. We all cracked up laughing. We broke his balls for, forever. We still do. To this day.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about, I was having a serious discussion in my head. And, I was thinking about, monster trucks are cool to do jumps off of.
Jumps off of or jumps with?
I mean, if I could be a professional monster truck driver, I certainly would. It would be fun.
We don't want to drive over the moped. Now we're talking about mopeds.
I'm going to drive the monster truck over the moped. That ain't going to make no fucking sense.
You ain't going to drive over a monster truck. You're going to drive over jumps with the monster truck.
Yeah.
You said you're going to drive over the monster trucks.
with a moped.
With the moped. There you go. Well, muff diving.
Why not?
Okay.
You ever been muff diving while driving a moped?
Over the monster trucks.
You just ruined my commercial. That was brought to you by Nobody Gives a Fuck.
Because you just don't give a damn. Because who the fuck does?
Part of the Screw You Asshole Foundation.
And the Go Fuck Yourself Corporation.
You just are, interrupting everything I'm coming up with.
Yup.
She's kind of like that fly. You really can't swat it because you can't get it at it, but you just want to smack it and let it loose. But if I smack her, she's gonna knock me the fuck.
That's right.
Next week.
And he knows it.
So
we have this one fly around the house that I swear to God, this thing thought it was my fucking pet. This damn thing would come up and sit practically on my fucking shoulder. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, you asshole. You're not my pet. Get the hell out of here. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. Finally, I got that little son of a bitch.
Did you get that son of a bitch?
Yes, I did. I smushed his ass.
Did you get it good?
Sure did. If I could, I would have ripped his wings off.
I believe I can fly. Well, I used to be able to.
I think we all believed we could fly when we were young.
I was talking about the fly, and then you cut off his wings, and he's going, I believe I can fly.
That's not anymore.
At one time, I could fly. This one time, I could fly in band camp.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
There she is. She's yawning on the mic again.
No, I was not. I had the mic all the way over there.
Well, I'm sorry that the fan base is not interesting you right now. Hold on. Let's.
He couldn't catch me. Ha!
You can't catch me. I'm innocent.
It's more like.
You're out to break me.
You're goofy.
Sorry, I had a Guns N' Roses moment.
Well, okay. I didn't realize we had Guns N' Roses in here. I mean, I wish we did. That would be cool.
Yeah, Axl Rose was a shit. I mean, everybody said he was a dickhead, but I thought he was cool as shit.
Why did they think he was a dickhead?
Well, because he was annoying. He was probably annoying like Everlast was. You ever been to a concert that fucking... You go to this fucking concert, you pay all your fucking... all your money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not all your money, but
you pay a good amount of money for these tickets.
Some people fucking do pay all their money. If you work part-time, it could be all your money. You never fucking know. But anyway, that's not my point. My point is you go to see a kick-ass show.
Okay.
And you get in to go see the kick-ass show.
Right.
And you get really drunk to go watch the kick-ass show. Because you want to hit on some chicks, and if you weren't drunk, you wouldn't do some stupid shit at the kick-ass show. That you really only went there to go see the band originally, but you got sidetracked and other shit happened at the kick-ass show.
Okay.
So, not that I would now, per se.
No, you're talking about when you were younger.
I'm talking about, Yeah, exactly. But anyway, the vocalist decides to get mad at the audio guy, which I can understand why he got mad now after fucking all these fucking issues. Yeah. But anyway.
Go ahead.
So he gets mad at the sound equipment because his shit isn't working right.
I don't blame him. That's
right.
Annoying.
But to me, that pissed me off because I'm like, well, who the fuck are you to blame somebody fucking else when fucking... You're supposed to... It's your job to get this shit running right.
That's the audio guy's problem. That's his job.
I know, but...
That's what he's supposed to do.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, he should have done it after the show.
You don't say on live stage, you fucking asshole, why isn't my shit running right?
You just say, hey, so-and-so, my stuff's not running right. Can you please fix it?
But you don't say it on a fucking
show, yell at him.
On the fucking show.
Well,
That's just an asshole. You might be an asshole if you're on a show and you decide to yell at the fucking audio guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, if I'm doing a show, let's say I'm a performer, and I'm up on stage doing a show,
Ooh.
And my mic's not working. Now, of course...
Where do I stick the dollar bills at? All right. I get some...
Anyway, so...
I got some visuals. We have visuals.
I would turn around to the sound guy off. Well, of course, my mic wouldn't be on. And I would be like, hey, so-and-so, my mic's not working. Can you please try to fix it? All right, either that or I'd walk off stage and go over to the sound guy and say something. Why would you do that on stage and embarrass the shit out of the sound guy? That is an asshole, I have to say.
And he's the one that said you might know what it's like. I don't think he knew what it's like.
Really? What a dick.
But I love that song.
Okay. You didn't catch me.
I almost got it. She was yawning. And I was trying to catch it on the mic.
Who, me?
Yes,
Not
you.
Me. I'm a good girl. I don't yawn like that. In
Yeah.
the middle of a show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, I don't.
And that's her story, and she's sticking
I'm sticking to it.
She ain't got a witness, and she can't prove it. But that's her story, and she's sticking
to it.
And if you don't believe that, she'll sell you some oceanfront property in Arizona.
Or some desert property in Miami.
And she'll throw in the Golden Gate for free.
Yup. Hey, I'll send you some nice, I got some nice property for you. It's desert property in the middle of Miami.
Can you believe it's snowing in Florida?
That's nuts. They probably don't know what the hell to do with the snow.
That's what's crazy. I mean, it's bad enough it's snowing here, but I mean, hell's frozen over.
When Florida gets snow, yeah,
exactly.
That's nuts.
Hell, hot.
Yep.
Frozen over snow.
Exactly. I mean, because normally we get snow, but we don't get a lot of snow. So what we've got out here is probably more than what we're used to.
Okay, now somebody's going to be like, okay, now they're saying Florida's hell. So now the people of Florida hate us.
No, we're not saying Florida's hell. We're just saying it's weird that how Florida's normally a hot, warm climate, and all of a sudden now it's snowing. Where the hell is this coming from?
Which reminds me, not to get technical or anything, but when we were in Florida, and no, I'm not going to go try to catch you because it's just pointless right now. When we were in Florida, I couldn't believe we were in the city of a sports team.
Yes.
And I could not believe how many fucking people in that city would hate on that team.
That's nuts.
Now, granted, you have some losing years in a row. It can leave a sour taste in your mouth and shit. But we went to a comedy show.
Yes, that was fun.
And me being the nice guy I am, said, let's sit in the front row. It wasn't like it was their birthday or anything.
Oh, no, not at all.
And it wasn't like they were going to pick on us because we were in the front row, not on our birthday.
And that we weren't from CT, and we were going to get picked on about that possibly.
Or the fact that we were decked out in team gear.
Yeah, we had our team gear on, and our team wasn't doing so well.
That's all right. And,
but we don't care.
People just kept on taking shots after shots after. I just don't find that funny. I mean, one or two is funny.
We don't sit there and pick on a team. I don't care who it is. I don't care.
But everybody picking on the same fucking team in that team's fucking
state, yeah. That's like us going. That's like
the team city, nonetheless.
Exactly. That's like us going to Boston and going to a comedy club. And I've never been to Boston, but let's just say we're going to Boston.
Were you at Boston?
And somebody starts hating on the Red Sox.
Did you park your car over at the yard?
I don't talk like that, but anyways, how are you going to go to Boston and pick on, let's say, the Red Sox? Or go to New York and pick on the Yankees? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people...
That's just crazy.
When I originally came down south,
yeah,
people would say that I'm a damn Yankee. And I was thinking, like, okay, for one, I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. For two, I don't even like the fucking Yankees. Yes, I was that dumb. I didn't know what it meant. So I'm like, why do these fucking people keep on thinking I like the sports team? I don't give a shit.
Okay, so go ahead.
And everything. I just thought that was funny.
Well, it is funny.
There's no punchline to that.
No. I mean, it is funny. I mean, now you come down south and it's like, hey, how you doing? Like, no big deal.
Because like I said, there's many people that are going up north. They're realizing that we're not trying to take over. We're just trying to fucking live like everybody else, and we can't live. And I guess my fucking knee is a fucking footrest all of a fucking sudden.
You're my husband, yes.
What the fuck? I can't even have a knee.
Well, I have so many problems with my knees, and they hurt so bad that.
And my knees aren't gonna hurt so bad that you got all your pressure right on my knee.
Not gonna hurt because you have so much strength in those legs.
I have so much strength in my legs.
Yes, you've got very muscular legs, honey.
She's built like a friggin' bull, and she's telling me I got so much strength in my legs.
That's because whenever my mother would say to me,
I got so much strength between my legs, but that's the side point.
Pervert. Anyways.
I was not going there.
Yeah, right. That's why when my mother would say to me, hey, can you move this big, heavy dresser? Sure, no problem, I'd move it. And he'd be like, oh, wait a minute, I'll be right there to help you. By the time you get in there, I'd already have it filled. I'd already have it moved. Whatever the heavy item was, I'd have it moved.
Where'd you move it?
Wherever she wanted it. How many times when she lived in Milford did I move stuff around and you come in the room to help me and it'd already be done?
Well, I would have done it, but I had something.
You didn't get the chance to get in the room. It's not your fault. You didn't have a chance to get in the room. I was already in the room and doing whatever it was that she needed done. I pulled her whole bed apart and pulled the mattress off the box spring and put it back on. I unmade and remade her bed. Yeah,
she's built like a freaking... She's a brick house.
You know why? Because when I grew up, I was a tomboy. So I was always built tough. I never had, I wasn't allowed to be a wimp. So that when I was younger, my cousin would play. She's a linebacker.
She just forgot to tell people.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
In her past life, that's what she was, a linebacker.
My cousin Johnny used to joke around with me when I was young, no lie. And he told me I should have been a linebacker and I should play football and be a linebacker because I can tackle like anybody. And I'm just good at what I do. I got a lot of strength in my upper body. What
yeah, if she hits somebody, they're going down to Chinatown.
Luckily, I hit him and he fell over. So, yeah, I got some strength.
All right. But anyway, I'm going to get yelled at for my next comment. But I'm used to getting yelled at. I'm used to people hating on me. All right. So, anyway, now the reason why people down south don't... I mean, I'm sure there's some that hate fucking Yankees and whatnot. I agree. I'm not a New York Yankee fan. So, I guess I hate the Yankees too. But she is. So, I guess I would be hating her. But if I hate her, then...
No.
Okay, well, she was. Or she wasn't? All right.
No.
All right. You ever hear that old saying?
What old saying?
You're so full of shit, it's ringing out your ears.
How about you're so full of shit, your eyes are brown?
Wait a second. My eyes are hazel.
Yeah, you got some brown in them, so you're full of shit.
Well, I guess so. Well, we all got to go sometime.
Yep. We're all going to be full of something, huh?
So, anyway, where the fuck was I?
Talking about the Yankees and hating on them.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, it used to be, that the South hated the North. It was for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It was over slavery, which I never understood. Here's the part I don't understand about that. I am just a white guy.
Yeah.
A white, small-town guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I never made anybody a slave.
Me either.
I never set anybody free from slavery.
And we've never called anybody any racist names.
That's not the point I'm trying to make.
No, but how are you going to blame us for something that our ancestors did over thousands and thousands of years ago?
But the point is, I felt like I was damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah.
The reason being is because when I was down south, I was hated on for being a Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And my accent and everything, and, I freed the slaves. I don't remember freeing the slaves. I wasn't even around.
We weren't even born back then,
All
but
right,
okay.
So anyway, and then when I was up north, I was hated for being white. Okay? So I was hated because their ancestors were slaves. But I never made anybody slaves. I never freed any slaves. I didn't do shit to do with slavery. And I don't even know who the fuck my ancestors are, like the majority of people nowadays.
Don't know. I mean, how are you going to blame... That's what I can't understand. When somebody would hate on somebody for being white, it's like, how are you going to hate on me when I wasn't around back then? I had nothing to do with slavery, and I wouldn't have anything to do with it. Even if I was around that time, I would never have anything to do with it.
I don't know if I would or if I wouldn't, because I'm
wouldn't.
not in that position. I'm not at that time, and my point is, I had nothing to fucking do with it.
Exactly.
I don't know anybody who did.
Me either.
And I really just don't give a fuck less. And it's not being mean. I just don't, because I'm not in that situation. I wasn't at that time and everything. And I was beat on for being white for many fucking years.
Exactly.
So when they say racism only happens to a black dude or a Puerto Rican, you're full of shit.
It happens to everybody.
Okay. But anyway, nowadays, people are like, yeah, you have a different accent, but at least you fucking speak English.
That's because a lot of people come over from other countries and speak other languages, I guess.
It's like we're getting like what do you get? It's like a hostile takeover.
I don't know.
It's like these people come from like all these different countries, speaking all these damn languages, not following the American culture, don't even know what the fucking American culture is. They're doing their own fucking thing, and I'm not talking about legal friggin' citizens.
Yeah,
that have a right to be
illegal.
Here. I'm talking about those illegally coming here, and a lot of them are coming here just because they want to come here, just because they heard this is a land of opportunity, except for if you're born here.
Free.
Doesn't matter what color, race, nationality you are. If you're born here, this is not the land of opportunity.
Exactly.
Because nobody gives you a fucking opportunity. You have to work your ass off to fucking get somewhere. Unless you know somebody. If you don't know anybody, you're fucked. But anyway. So, that's the point we're at right now. That's the point we're at where fucking it's like, okay, do you speak English? And I'm sure now I got all these Spanish people hating me too.
No, because I'm not even talking about just the Spanish. We get a lot of people that come from. We got people that come from Mexico. We've got people that come from Japan, China.
What pissed me
Asia,
off?
Africa. I mean,
What pissed me off now that I think about it is a nudist lady, real nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was from like Pakistan.
Okay.
She worked at this liquor store. Okay. Like I said, she was a real nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
She told me that she's here on a work visa.
Okay.
The government gave her the business.
Okay.
Gave her the money.
Okay.
To start the business. Okay. To run the friggin' joint. Okay. Granted, the government won't give me shit. Won't give me a license to run anything.
Right.
But nonetheless, okay, I'm not going to hate on that. She says she only stays there 6 months. She goes back.
Mm-hmm.
Then her cousin comes down, does the same thing. Then her brother comes down, does the same thing. Then her uncle comes down, does the same thing. I mean, they keep on going to this liquor store that's family owned and operated by absolutely illegals on work visas that are getting all this money to bring back to their countries as our own sleep in fucking cardboard boxes.
And eating out of garbage cans.
How the fuck is that fair? How is that right?
It's true. That's not fair. Look at all these kids that are so damn poor that they're going to school with no shoes or ripped shoes or ripped clothes or whatever, Take care of our own backyard before you go taking care of somebody else's backyard.
And that's just things that really fucking, get under my skin. I just can't believe that you come here on a work visa, you're given like the fucking keys to the fucking city. But if you're born here and you help people out and they screw up your fucking credit, you don't get shit.
Exactly. Well, that's like I knew a lady, she was Jamaican. And I don't think they were here legally. I really seriously think they were here illegally. I don't know about the woman and her kids, but I think the mother was here illegally from another country. Anyways, from Jamaica. And they gave her, she got a restaurant. She ran a Jamaican restaurant. Now, come on. Really, they had the money to run this restaurant. The woman was the daughter was living in the projects with her 2 children. So I doubt they could afford to open a business. And the mother lived there too. So I seriously doubt these people had the money to go and open a business. So that's how you know that these people were here illegally and that they obtained money for this business by the government. Why should they get money for a business to own a business when, like you said, our people are sleeping on the streets and they're eating out of garbage cans and wherever they can get food.
Now,
if they can get in the shelter, they're lucky.
I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I don't know if it's not. But if it is true, I have a problem with it. The rumor is that you don't have to be from this country to vote.
That's nuts.
Now, if you're giving people on a work visa all this money to do as they damn well please, why the fuck would they vote against you?
Exactly. That's why they do it, to get more votes.
So it's like, okay, if we can't get our own, and this has nothing to do with our current president, I really don't give a shit who it is. I think they've all done the same thing. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you
This is going back for years.
Yeah, I'll tell you a fucking sob story, and I'll promise you the world, and I won't deliver shit.
Exactly. That's something that's been going on for years and years and years and going back many generations, I'm sure.
Okay, so when people ask me, am I a Republican, am I a Democrat, I'm neither. I don't vote, and I'll tell you why I don't vote. Because if my vote doesn't count, the big fucking vote is the electoral vote. Most people will never tell you that. But that's the main corporations. I'm not in the main corporation. I'm a broke fucker. So what is the point?
Exactly.
All right, and then now I'm going to have all these fucking liberals fucking mad at me. Oh, well. Life goes on.
They'll get over it.
But the whole thing about it is, if that is true, that pisses me the fuck off.
I don't blame you.
Because even though I choose not to vote, for somebody who doesn't even have a right to be out here, other than on a work pass or whatever,
to work, and that's it.
And that's even if they have a work pass. What if they just came on a boat, got here, and there was an election tomorrow? Like, yay, we're out of it, we're free. Okay, let's just vote.
Well, no, you know what it is? There's also people that come out here on work visas or school visas, and the visas run out, and they still manage to stay here somehow. How the hell is that possible?
Why is it possible that they're fucking allowed and fucking people that are here are getting shit on literally every fucking day? Why is the American fucking dream, our proposed dream, you can have it all? But they don't tell you to catch, okay, well, if you got a felony, you can't have shit no more. If you fucking screw up in your fucking credit. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand how not only do you have to go through drug tests, not only do you have to go through background checks, but now you got to go through a credit check to get some jobs. Why?
That makes no sense. I mean, I don't understand that.
What if you were trying to help somebody and they fucked your shit up? Oh, now you can't get a fucking job. Really? I'm sorry, but not everybody in this fucking world is squeaky clean. And on that note, and the fact that my co-host is constantly yawning,
I can't help it.
we're going to let you go. So, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Peace and God bless.
Disclaimer, anything we say on this show is just for entertainment purposes. No other fucking reason, and if you don't believe that, well, that's on you.